Well, it is Monday night, meaning that it's just about time that we get back to work, huh? It has been a long day, and I've been looking forward to just getting to play a little bit of Minecraft today. I don't think I have it in me to make any replay mod cinematics. The reason being, today was the first day of school, and my first day as an elementary school teacher. And man, was it a fun day, and fulfilling, but stressful, and exhausting at the same time. But yeah, I mean, it was a great time. But I do, there's two things that I do want to say to start off on stream tonight, and the first one is definitely out of the pocket a little bit. One thing that I do as someone that's definitely like a busybody and is doing a lot of things. Oftentimes for me, food is kind of a little bit more sustenance. And one of my staples is eating mixed nuts, like deluxe mixed nuts and that sort of thing. I thought we lost Rico Suave for a second there. And I was just looking at it, and usually actually I buy deluxe mixed nuts, but for whatever reason I've been a little bit more frugal. And so I've just been getting mixed nuts with peanuts, which I would say really isn't nearly as exciting. But at the same time, let's grab some saplings right here. At the same time, I think it's really what a first world luxury it is to, even though it's not the deluxe version, which I've been treating myself to for a long time and will probably continue to do so going forwards because of the Brazil nuts that you have in them. But even just having the mix of peanuts and cashews and some almonds, I think there's one other sort of nut in that. I feel like whenever you talk about anything body part related in Minecraft, people just instantly, their heads go to the gutter. Or at least mine does. But what a weird thought it is to be like, man, you know, deluxe nuts, like the ability to have such a satisfying flavor palette when eating so many different nuts that in generations beforehand would never have been or never would have been available to people. And so I don't know, sometimes it's really nice to be intentional when you're eating something, and as someone that's on the go, I'm not always that sort of person, but I ended up just for a second being like, oh, I really needed some food right now, and just enjoyed what is a complete staple and totally normal for me in terms of food. And I was like, man, you know, how lucky am I to be eating peanuts and almonds and cashews and I think walnuts. I think walnuts is it. All at the same time. What a lucky guy I am. So definitely an out-of-pocket start to stream tonight. And honestly, oh man, Cobb's already in stream. What's up? My plans were actually kind of spoiled for tonight's stream because I kind of have all of the wood that I need in particular, especially for the build, and it's definitely very important for me to be time efficient at the moment. But my plan was to take at least, I guess no, gotta replant that crop, gotta keep everything looking pristine here at the base. But I think at least we can fly over here, over our new path from last night, and I do believe, yeah, I do have a chest right here, which has plenty of wood, and we can take some, because the goal here is to do tons of emerald trades, and I'm gonna needing a decent amount of lecterns for my next build. And I was thinking about it, I was like, oh man, like, I'm gonna have to make a cow crusher during this episode. I don't really feel like doing that. I don't know if I have the time for it. And then I continue to think, because one of the great things about playing with other people is that you're able to each, you know, work off each other's skill sets, and not only that, what, like the builds that, or the, not the builds, the, like the blocks that they use and they're selling in their shops and that sort of thing. And not even that, I am pretty slow when it comes to making like a villager trading sort of stuff, and some of you guys know that we're actually going to head into it right now. We have a absolutely disgusting villager trading hall right here that only has a couple of villagers, and the breeder itself that's connected to this is also broken. And so we can definitely, there's even more wood actually in this area. The idea is to at least start off our material gathering session tonight. You can see, you know, I have plenty of like quartz and I guess even almost bricks for the build, and I'll probably get some more bricks and trades right now, but even just our extra wood area for trades is enough probably for the build that I have. But I do need lecterns, and I was like, again, I didn't want to make a cow crusher, and then I thought, I was like, wait, Bob has villager traders that not only have bookshelves and that sort of thing, so I can get books, and I can make lecterns actually pretty easily if I do that. So I was gonna sneak over to his to his base, figuring he was offline, but I must say, stay tuned for his next episode, y'all. Let's trigger fire some trades real quick. Cobb's episode is going to be coming out tomorrow as of now, you know, and sometimes that can be subject to change, which is something I'm definitely experiencing a little bit this week, and I'm holding on steadfast in order to make a video happen this week as well. And you know, that's why 2 streams in a row and that sort of thing, right? But I know that it's going to take a little bit of extra work to finish and make the final, you know, perfect quality build that you know as Cobb videos and that sort of thing. So the man's putting in the work, and I definitely recommend checking him out if you haven't already. And Draconis is in here too, speaking, or I don't know if he is too. I got a notification over my chat screen. But Draconis has been up doing work past his bedtime too, and he's been really consistent about making almost like an hour-long video. Pretty much, I mean, I guess not an hour, like 45-minute long video, pretty much every single week, very consistently, which I know is very, very difficult to do. I know I can do it on my second channel, but you know, even doing that, it's a little bit easier because I kind of just am able to talk about things in flow to the microphone as opposed to like doing progress and then commentating on that progress. And so making something of that length takes a long time. So to be able to do it every single week it's quite impressive, I must say. But I do think, I don't know, I was thinking about this. I was like, wait, what am I going to do on stream? And we could go end busting, which might be the idea after doing some trades, because I do need some end rods at the moment. I don't think, you know, I don't think I'm at the mental or just energetical capacity to hop into a real build mode at the moment. I am running off of like 3.5 hours of sleep, and I worked 11 hours today. It was a lot. I streamed with a bunch of you guys last night, and I think I got off around like, I don't know, maybe like 6 o'clock my time. I guess we're out of ability to do trades. I always forget that they cycle out. Let me get this guy here. Yeah. And just trigger click real quick. But yeah, I streamed with you guys. I got off like 6 or so, and then I ate dinner and that sort of thing, and it took just a little bit of like a cognitive breather. Many of you guys know that streaming can wear out a lot of you as well. But then I got back to work at like 7 o'clock, maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock or whatever it was, just doing stuff to prepare for the next school day. I stayed up until 12:30. I was in bed at like 12 o'clock reading all of the parents' letters about things that it'd be helpful to know about their child and that sort of thing. And then I woke up at 3:30. I've been at the grinds, nothing Minecraft related, but just continuing to get the students set up for success on their first day of school. And man, it's been a lot. this weekend, I must say, and I'm doing, I'm streaming tonight just because I could have just done it myself, but, and watched YouTube videos, and I used to be scared of streaming, but I was like, you know what, why don't I hang out and get a couple tasks done for an hour or so, and maybe tune down the scale of the build based on the time constraints that I have, and continue to enjoy the progress and be happy with all I'm doing. I'm doing a lot, not only just like in an occupational sense, but I'm doing a lot for other people. The most important people, the youngest people, and setting them up to learn. And so it takes the extra effort. And one thing that's I think really important to also like point out is that people say that like teachers are some of the hardest working people in the world, and I totally agree with that, because we all showed up. So many teachers, we didn't have to show up until about 7:20 a.m. to meet the kiddos, but many of us ended up staying up until past midnight. Myself included, of course, and I pushed it even more, waking up at the normal time that I did, just out of necessity. I would have liked to have gotten the extra time in, the extra hours of sleep, because it's very important, of course. But it was just, being a teacher, I think, is something that you don't want to fly by on the seat of your belt. And so it's really important to, really do as much as you can. Slip check your chat. What? Oh my god, I don't even know what to say. What? Dang it, I don't know what to... Oh my gosh. That's so cool, y'all. There's 13 exclusive videos on there. I put 6 months of work into that. I don't even know what to say. Bob is always the person to tell me to check chat. This is... Oh my gosh. Please tell me how I can put you in this world. I'm gonna change the song because the music is playing. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. I really mean it though. So many teachers they're up late at night working, and they're so early. I think that in the big business world, and I could be wrong because I've never really been in business before. I've always done education, but I've known for years, because I've been in education, that the teachers are there an hour before the workday plus, and then are staying late. I worked 11 hours today, and I'll probably have to do a similar thing tomorrow. And that's part of the reason that I have to scale things down a little bit for this week, I must say. And I need to go to the end, but I'm literally just standing around here because I don't want to go into the nether. So we're going to fly over to Happy Campers and try to find it out from there. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, it's hard to understand in the way that I don't understand what it looks like in the business world, and how demanding that could be. But I don't know if everyone in the business world, because this is so much of the profession for being a teacher. I'm sorry, change up. I was on very low sensitivity last stream. We were struggling a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's... Oh no. Where are we? Cool farms over there too. But yeah, I really do feel like it's more Wolf of Wall Street, or like, really in the big leagues and that sort of thing, where people, the whole team is consistently putting in those hours. And the really incredible thing is that for teachers, it's not about us. It's not to get a raise in salary, that just comes with doing it more, right? With more, yeah, this stream quality. I think you guys can see how bad Wi-Fi is at the moment. Yeah, let me And that's a cool build too. I can't give too many spoilers. Wait, let me see if I'm on my apartment's Wi-Fi real quick. I can get back up to chat. But man, yeah, we work hard out here. And after stream tonight, I am going to eat dinner, and at the same time, I'm gonna end up inputting in, you know, like just through handwriting and that sort of thing, specific name tags for the kids that have their like computer IDs and passwords, which, you know, I ended up having to go in after the workday and go through the spreadsheet, or go through like the attendance school roster system and find each student's you know, information in order to make a chart out of it and that sort of thing. And oh, a mushroom. Wow. You know, and that's not during, you know, it's not like you can really be a teacher and you just work during the time that you're teaching. You know, teaching can be very exhausting, but all of the other things that teachers are tasked and need to do nowadays, and the teaching didn't always have to be like this. And I think it'll reach an apex point at some point too. But, and let's check the Wi-Fi real quick. I think that eventually it'll be realized that teachers nowadays are delegated with too many tasks, I would say. And hopefully there will be a little bit of a counter momentum, but it really is true that teachers put in the work. They put in the work. I'm going to have to wake up super early, you know, just to do work, nothing Minecraft related, in order to just be set up for tomorrow too. And so again, KK, thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. Let me look at the, wait. Okay, I'm on the right Wi-Fi, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it at the moment. I'm not sure. Maybe once again, it's the heat. It's been over 90 degrees here. But let me take a quick, well, actually, let's hop into the air real quick. Head to Happy Campers again, because I'm too terrified. And try to go get some end rods. I mean, this is actually kind of sketchy. Okay, I'm actually gonna change the plan. I think that our connection actually might not be good enough for me to feel comfortable flying over the void. So, you know, I'll turn down the render distance. I'll fly a little bit closer to the ground a little bit too, and we're gonna head over to where, I don't know. Whew. Oh my gosh, I've never had it be like this. What's going on? Hey, Ita, and I need to see everyone else that's in stream too. I have been just ranting about teaching in the first day of school and trying to figure out why we're framing so bad. As you can see, it was not as much of as an intentional stream tonight, but I think that it's always good to get a little bit more out of Slip's terracotta. We're completely going the wrong way. And let me take a look at chat real quick. Hey, we got drifted. I really agree. Yeah, I really do think teachers are very underappreciated. And I always kind of knew that being in education and being a teacher's aide and that sort of thing. But when you're actually in the throes of it, find it. Let's find it. When you're actually in the throes of it, it's way different. And you are, you know, you really get the first-hand perspective of how much it actually takes to do it. I feel like I'm going to take tons of damage. I just showed up here. I don't think many people know this, but, you know, we have Slip's terracotta on the shop islands, but I feel like this, you know, I did another iteration of right here, and I don't know, I feel like now coming back to it, it's like, oh wait, I kind of almost laid a claim. Oh my gosh, look at how bad that I'm framing all over the place. I'm on my apartment's Wi-Fi. I mean, not like the public place, but I'm sorry if you guys are suffering as a result of that. Let me see. Maybe I have too many work tabs open. No. Maybe Discord. Okay, we'll take it from there. Okay, I thought the music stopped too, y'all, and I was like, I feel like I maybe just lost everyone. But I'd love to know, how's y'all's Monday been? Can also someone be that responsible person for me, just out of all straight honesty and that sort of thing, and be like, okay, at 7 o'clock, Slip, you need, I guess, 9 o'clock EST, 7 o'clock my time, clock off, Slip, because, you know, I'm just gonna put the perspective of how hard I've been working recently, and it's completely not sustainable. I do not recommend this. I think that I'm glad to be the age that I am at, because I can still handle it. Definitely not like in the college days or anything like that. And I'm not old. I'm 26, you know. But so on, you know, I've been running on like maybe 6.5 hours of sleep every single night for the last week or so, just to like really just working on everything that I can. Again, I work multiple jobs. I have another job on top of this where I work on Sundays, another 8 to 9 hour day. And then I'm also tasked with running social media for them, where I make 2 short form videos for them every single week, on top of being a full-time teacher, on top of having 2 Minecraft channels. Oh man, so I was already at capacity, and I've just been really pushed in it, and trying to keep up as much as I can. And the thing that has had to go, at least until I can figure out more structures and routines, has had to have been sleep. And I've been suffering recently on sleep. But I can hang with it, which is a good thing. And I'm one of those people that does cold shock therapy. So like this morning, for example, like my routine, my day today has been wake up at 3:35 this morning, and then I, you know, like brushed my teeth and made my smoothie and like prepped everything for the day and for getting to school, you know, early so that I could do some extra work for an hour or so. And so I did that from 4:30, and then at 5:40, I think, I needed to finish up a task and be ready and that sort of thing. At 5:40, I went for a 3-mile run. Maybe a little bit longer. I got back. Wait, that's not true. Wait, sorry. I woke up at 3:35, and this could be the sleep. Woke up at 3:35, started running at 4:40, was back at 5:30 a.m., showered and that sort of thing, was able to be at work at 6:10 a.m., worked from 6:10 a.m. right until the 7:20 a.m. when the students came in. Work straight with the students from 7:20 a.m. until 3:15 p.m. And then I had to stay until 5 in order to continue to prepare myself for tomorrow. So got home at 5 o'clock, or left work at 5 o'clock, got home at 5:30, started stream at 6:05. It's now 6:29 my time. And then I'll stream until 7 or so, have some dinner while making, as I was talking about earlier, the tags for the kiddos. And then I gotta pretty much instantly brush and floss my teeth, and then hit the hay as soon as I can, hopefully by like 8:30, maybe 9, so I can catch up on some sleep. The reason being for that, you know, on Friday, I woke up at 3:30 once again. Yeah, that's my routine. That's when I wake up. And I usually get like 6.5 hours of sleep, 7, which isn't good. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of those, you know, I'm working very hard to make things happen with juggling many different things, right? And so on Friday, I was able to start working on last weekend's video at 4 a.m. Did that from like 4 to 5:30 a.m. Got back from work at 5 p.m. And then I ended up working on that video until 3 a.m. that time. Made the Q&A for you all on Saturday. Thanks so much for all the wonderful comments, by the way. I've been really enjoying making them. And the reception, I feel like people actually kind of like have been looking forward to them as well. Love how I'm not doing a replay mode cinematic. Let's go. But I feel like people have been like enjoying them and like really looking forward to them, which has been definitely an extra motivator for me wanting to make the Q&A videos in general. But then on Sunday, I was working the farmer's market, so once again was up at 3:30 a.m. Was out of the house at 6 a.m. Didn't get back until 4 p.m. because I had to pick up some classroom supplies. And then that was last night's stream. And then I stayed up. Yeah, it just... man, it has been the amount of work, as you can see, and like not much sleep as a result. Like, because, you know, it's kind of weird. You might think, oh, like you're going to sleep at 8:30 or whatever. But when you're waking up as early as I actually am, it's not great. Because if I fall asleep at 9 p.m. and I wake up at 3:30 p.m., that's 6.5 hours. It's like, oh, you're going to sleep early. I'm still getting less sleep than you. You can go to sleep at 11 o'clock at night, be a night owl, and wake up at 7 a.m. if you have a 9 a.m. work day, and still get 8 hours of sleep. Like, and I think that's probably the best way to put in perspective how hard I literally have been grinding. And again, a good thing that I'm young doing it. But it totally has not been sustainable recently. And so I gotta figure out some balance and that sort of thing. So that is, you know, part of the reason that at least the scale of this week's project is going to be drastically undertaken. And I keep having to scale back with it. But the good thing is, you know, I think about this a lot on the way home, because I'll be like, especially on a day like today where I'm just so tired at the end of it. And I'm like, but I'm not burnt out on Minecraft. Like, and a lot of people get burnt out on Minecraft, but that's not something that I do. I think maybe part of the reason is because I'm doing so many things, and even part of the video creation process when you're doing so many things is so time consuming, as many of us know, that you know, the amount of time that I actually get to kind of just like play Minecraft is, it's limited, you know? And so I think that, you know, tonight is almost a little bit of a reward for myself, where I don't directly need these things, but I just couldn't get myself to do any more building. But one thing that I think Glow State ends up saying a lot is that you don't, or every block that you place or break actually counts. And it's so true in life with all the little things. Like, the little things matter, and they compound on one another. You know, whether it be within video creation or, you know, my process to become a teacher here and the process of becoming better at it as well. You know, losing weight, you know, eating a couple healthier things or a little bit less calories every single day, the calories in, calories out sort of thing, or just eating cleaner food that makes you feel better on a 1% basis in that Atomic Habits sort of way. It really does make a difference. And so I think the way that, you know, and I've talked about this, I think, on Q&As, the way that I really try to, you know, at least I've been really good about maintaining the process of enjoying doing things, like even something like today, is being okay with what you're doing and the progress that you make, and, you know, taking that as like in a glass half full sense, but also kind of just like, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, just kind of like having pride, I would say. That's cool. Look at this. I mean, this place is pretty much flattened out right here. We can head on over here and maybe kind of just finish up this area that we have right over here, I think, too. I don't necessarily want to do anything in this area too much because it's a massive lava pool. And I'm kind of just too lazy to do anything with it, being honest. I mean, I guess why not collect some brown terracotta, everyone's least favorite terracotta, apparently, at least in the Lotus SMP. And I've definitely been rambling, so let me take a look and see. You know, I think I asked you guys how you're doing. I want to know what your sort of Monday looks like. I know that Cobb's on the grind just like I am tonight. I would not be surprised if many of you guys are also putting in that work, whether it be for self-growth or whether it be your occupational work, or as many of us do in the evenings when when we have this love for Minecraft, either playing Minecraft or doing the replay mod cinematics or whatever it is. So I have to turn my head and get away from the microphone, so I'll let you look at me for a second. I guess. Hey, thanks so much for the membership and for hopping into stream tonight, Thanasi. Yeah, you know, the stream, I always keep it live for about 24 hours or so. And then I put it on the VODs channel. Okay, I don't know, I think, Drift, I do think about that a lot when it comes to, like, my choppiness every once in a while, but I do think... Y'all, as soon as Cobb logged off, apparently... my frame rate is better? Because, I don't know if any of you guys have watched any of Lotus Season 2, but I really enjoyed this season, and obviously I wasn't a part of it, right? But in one of Buzzy's videos, you know, Buzzy's all about bees, and I think Jax and Chespy and maybe Pineapple ended up pranking, I could be wrong about Pineapple, ended up pranking her and put like hundreds of bees in Buzzy's base. Maybe even more, like an absurd amount. That it literally, and maybe some of you guys, Lotus members that were there, maybe know how it was, but I just remember, as I saw other people's point of views at the same time, that I was like, oh my gosh, like, they are completely, absolutely breaking the server with how many bees there were, and like, there were so many bees just in Buzzy's place that she literally just couldn't function, and so she ended up having to let them out. And I feel like Dan was there too. I feel like Dan was there. But anyway, they ended up letting them out onto the server, and they ended up going like wild and whatnot, and it just completely like shut down, like not shut down, like crash sort of thing, but like it was like like no exaggeration, just because of how many entities were in there. So sometimes when someone's working on a big build and that sort of thing, I like to think that, and I don't change up any of my settings for stream. Have to make this a little bit OAT approved, I would say. But I don't change up any of my settings. So, you know, I do think that it could be a connectivity issue, but I was going to say that until I noticed that Cobb was actually offline, and I'm the sole man in the server here, with tons of terracotta in hand and a couple of pieces of steak that I think that we'll eat too. I just want to take a look. I mean, this used to be a mountain, and I've really taken out a lot of it, I gotta say. But I think, why don't we go and resupply some terracotta real quick? It could have been Pug, honestly. Yeah. I know that Pug's up to some big things as well. Make sure that we use the right pickaxe here. I'm just tossing shots at Pug. I do not think whatsoever that he lagged me. But I don't know. Everything is better now. It's not any cooler, so the heat definitely is not going to be a factor here. Okay, we'll head out this way. We can stop recording, and then why not do a little bit of a cinematic of us flying off of this terracotta islands too. And I can continue to see what you guys are up to and read chat a little bit. And off we go into the skies. Off to Slip's terracotta. Yeah, I think Cobb, everything will change when I have kids, but I also have so much more respect for the teachers that have kids now. Because, oh my gosh, I can't, like, this is my 1 hour of, like, kind of just being able to hang out and, like, decompress a little bit. And being able to juggle, you know, working full time, especially with a demanding job, and, you know, many jobs come sometimes in throws too, I believe. Okay. And we're far away here. We can pass Cobb and Morg's Red Rocket real quick. Such a cool build. But man, the ability to juggle kids too on top of it. And I think that just goes for full-time parents in general, and just being a parent. Like, I'm not there, so I don't have the understanding, but as someone that is a caretaker and very responsible for, you know, 28 children all day and that sort of thing, and just knowing what it means to work full-time. After having kids and really needing to continue to so selflessly tend to their needs is... it's really astounding, you know, and I do also think that kind of speaks to the human condition, too. Like, let's go! We're getting diamonds! And, again, KK, I can't believe... Gifted memberships? I didn't even know that was a thing, y'all. I really hope that you enjoy everything that's on there, and, you know, I ended up also consolidating over 2 years of knowledge. And I'd love to have that terracotta there. Boom. You know, over 2 years of replay mod cinematic knowledge. Just to kind of get to where I'm at. And if you guys like my cinematics, and if you guys are members now, the advanced replay mod cinematic tutorial is there. And I've kind of scavenged YouTube to be like, all right, what are the advanced replay mod cinematic tutorials, just to get myself an extra, you know, leg up, of course, as much as I can. An extra edge in the game. And I know that Sliced Lime has like a maybe 8 or 9 part replay mod series, which I'm sure that I could find out a lot more with. But it, you know, sometimes time is the most important thing, and being able to consolidate that knowledge. And so it's not a public video because it took me a really long time to get the knowledge that I have. And I do replay mod cinematics with a great, in my personal opinion, a great amount of fidelity. And have gotten to a point in making the cinematics in particular with a quality that is based on a lot of time and grit and effort and experience that is worth it for people that are really truly invested, I would say. And I would say if there's anything for me as well, it's kind of also what helps me have a skin in the game and set myself apart a little bit, right? Like, at least that's my hope. I want people to come to my channel and be like, oh yeah, that's a new slip build here, right? We have our awesome tavern over here, a path that's leading up to a brand new area, our storage house, our stutter tavern, and should I do it? No, I'm not going to do it right now. We're going to have to say an official goodbye for this iteration of the FFC as of this week's episode, as long as I can get it out. The reason being for that is that Cobb and I are working on, Cobb is working on, I haven't done anything, a new iteration of the FFC, which is going to be very exciting and is probably going to take place through this tunnel area that you can see over here. There's massive expanse of land behind the mountain that we're going to dip into eventually, and I'm very excited for that. But I am coming up, this episode is going to be coming up on episode 7, the compilation, the last part of the first chapter, first arc at least, of the Lotus SMP for me. And that's really exciting. And again, only 8 weeks, 7 or 8 weeks in order to get everything out, which is so crazy. And so I think that will also give me a little bit of birth. So the goal here is upcoming video Saturday. We're going to have a new build actually right in this area behind my shoulder. And then we're gonna have the movie, put it all together for the week after. And hopefully that will give me enough time to do something extra special in this area. As you can see, we're starting to flesh out some awesome infrastructure, and we might as well put something incredible in this area that we have behind me here. But that is going to be it for tonight's stream. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to be responsible, make sure that I have all the energy and be ready to go for the kiddos tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight with me on stream. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Monday, and stay tuned for a Cobb video on Tuesday. Have a great night, y'all.